Alright guys, so welcome back here in the fourth match. This is now happening between Brisbane Burners versus Patna Pirates. Clint and Mick are opening for the team Brisbane Burners. On bowling attack is Harsh Bhardwaj. Harsh Bhardwaj all set to bowl. Right arm over the wicket, and it was a miss hit by the batter. No connection whatsoever of the bat with the ball. Starting with the dot ball. On strike is Clint facing Harsh Bhardwaj. This is the fourth match of the day. The fourth match got delayed because of rain that we witnessed a couple of hours ago, and this time a much better ball going right on the onside, and the batter Clint felt some sort of discomfort on that particular ball. He wanted to play it on the onside, but no connection and no run on that ball. And I believe this match has been reduced for 12 overs. Yeah, so from 15 overs it has now been reduced to 12 overs. This is the first over going on. On strike is Clint facing Harsh Bhardwaj.
How you doing? Yeah, good, thanks. How was your game today? We lost, unfortunately. Mumbai, pretty strong side. We got 130 at that, so they bowled well on side, and then they got it about.
Okay guys, and welcome back to Ball Park. We've got the Brisbane Burners at the moment up against the Patna Pirates in a reduced over game. So both teams going through 12 overs each. We had a huge storm roll through a little bit earlier this afternoon, which has delayed things. But we're out here now, and the boys are off to a great start. Clint Radatungia, he's 1 from 3, but Mick Goodavine in the first over, punching away 9 off 3 balls. Clint works that away, back behind point. Boys are running hard here, and they'll pick up 2. So for the Patna Pirates, we've got Mohit Kumar. We don't know a huge amount about Mohit, but he looks like a very, very solid spinner. very accurate and sharp. Ratatungia there doesn't quite find the bat properly. A little edge, and then they've picked up an overthrow too on some poor fielding. Kumar darting one in there at middle, and Ratatungia able to play it through the covers there for a quick single. So we, like I said before, we've got a reduced overs game, 12 overs aside. So obviously there's going to be some intent from the get-go. The Brisbane Burners have just adjusted their opening lineup versus the team that their batting order that they had against the Mumbai Superstars. They brought Ratatungia up the over for his power hitting. He is a big guy and can hit a ball a long way. It's Witteveen's turn now to face up to Kumar. Just poked away delicately there. Backward a point. And for another single. So the Burners now none for 15 off 1.4. One more ball to come in the over. It's a really positive start for the Burners. But they'll definitely want to start seeing that ball go across the boundary. Ideally not into the puddles that you'll see scattered across the boundary ropes. So the new bowler coming in now, Rohit Rajoria, another left arm spinner. Witteveen has absolutely sent that. That is all the way. That is the first maximum for the Burners. Witteveen just leaning back beautifully. Rohit Rajoria. Ball probably just a little bit short and right in the slot for Witteveen. All timing. And way over the boundary. Tries to repeat that shot there. Doesn't quite get there. That one was speared in a little faster. Darting in. Just wrapping Witteveen there around the thigh pad area. Witteveen again just going for broke there. Wanting to send that one over the ropes as well, not quite making contact. So Rajoria just really racing through this over. He's got one ball left in this over. That has gone through so quickly. Ratatungia on strike. And absolutely launches it. A couple of bounces and into the fence. That's 4, and that's Ratatungia's first boundary of the innings too. So the Burners racing along nicely here. Really, really nicely. At the end of 3 overs, they're none for 23, it looks like. Mohit Kumar, who was very impressive in his first over, he's been brought back on for a second crack at trying to dismiss this opening pair. That one looks like it just narrowly missing the stumps. Witteveen again, just not able to get contact with that. Would have been racing hard, wants to, can't quite get to, They'll settle for the single, which will bring Ratatungia back on strike. This has been a really good over from Mohit so far. He's still got 2 balls left, just darting them in so quickly. So hard to get away on this kind of surface. Ratatungia's got that beautifully in the gap. That's 4. Won't have to run for that. Just rocked back perfectly. And all timing. The man down there didn't have... He only had a few metres to cover and he was not going to catch that. The boys will sneak through there for a leg bye. And aside from that boundary, that's a pretty tidy over there from Mohit. The burners after 4, none for 32. So what can the Patna Pirates do to get back into this game? They're bringing back, it looks like their big opening bowler there. He looked very sharp in the first game there against the Cat Kings. So that's Harsh Bhardwaj. Now he went for 10 off his first over. What can he come back with now? Oh, blasted down the ground. That is for Ratatungia. That's a gorgeous shot. Almost as gorgeous as my wife, who is watching back at home in Australia. Hi, Tabs. As we see the replay there, absolutely smashed straight. And there was no stopping that. Bhardwaj again. He's been worked down to a deep third man, cuts it off. They'll only get the single there. But it's a fantastic start to the over for the burners. You get that boundary in the first 1 or 2 balls of the over. It takes all the pressure off. It just allows you to play a little bit more freely in those remaining balls. Beautifully driven away there from Witteveen. He'll just pick up the single. Bhardwaj steaming in. Well fielded off his own bowling. They will pick up the single there, but that was really well done by Bhardwaj. The burners, meanwhile, they're racing those boundaries and those singles and twos. They're all picking up. They're sitting a little under 10 and over. How can they finish? Straight through to the keeper. Nice dot ball there to finish the over. So, as I said, the burners, none for 40 after 5. We're not quite at the halfway mark there. But, yeah, on a 12 over reduced game there, you would think that 100 to 110, if they can get there, will be a very, very competitive total for the Patna Pirates to chase down. We don't know a huge amount about the Pirates. It's a real mixed bag here. I think of some local talent here in India and some boys flying all the way over from South Africa as well. They were bowled out for 52 in their first game. Oh, that one, was that off the glove? Is that a dropped catch? Ratatungia running back. They'll sneak the 2. So I was saying the Patna Pirates, very unlucky in their first game to be all out for 52. It's obviously very, very hard to defend a total like that. And unfortunately for them, the Cat Kings, far too strong, only losing 2 wickets on the way to chasing down that target. What can they do here against the burners in a very, very important group game? That one has been lifted up. It's taken. Rarotonga is gone. They're looking for the steal. And they might have picked up that steal, actually. Unfortunately for Rarotonga, his brief but strong and powerful innings has come to an end. 20 off 13 for him. Just trying to send one straight down the ground. Didn't quite get the timing on it, and comfortably taken there in the deep, it looks like, by Bardwaj. So the Burners lose their first wicket, and they're 1 for 44. So that brings the Burners' young superstar Zach Dale to the crease, 22 years of age. I know from experience that this kid has got all the shots, and he's been given a license to hit in this reduced 12-over game. We hope to see some fireworks. He batted well in the first game against the Mumbai Superstars. I think it was 17 off 17. So, I mean, I think he'll admit that that was probably below his... Oh, wow. First ball, that has been absolutely smoked. Zach Dale, first ball, blasted. That is an absolute cracking shot. So I won't need to talk Zach up too much more, because we've just seen the proof there of what this kid is capable of. The big question now is, how is Devar Singh Shilpi going to respond to that? Picked up a wicket in his first ball, blasted for 6 the second. Zach just works that through the covers. Wants the 2, looks like he'll get it comfortably too. So the Burners captain Sam Lang, before the start of the innings, said we'll stick with Zach at 3, but told him just to go out, have a license to hit, not think too much about it, and let's see what he can do. Just a nice little on drive there. It should only be a single. Cut off there with the long on coming up. Burners are 1 for 53 at the halfway point. So at this stage, they're probably projected to get somewhere between 100 and 110. Should be a very, very competitive total if they can just keep this run rate up. Mohit Kumar has been very, very, very good for the Patna Pirates so far. Very economical. He's on for his 3rd. That one just spearing in, probably just missing leg stump. No real appeal from the Pirates there. Kept a little low, that one too. Dale absolutely crunches it. That's on the roof. Oh, just past the cameraman there, up in the scaffolding. Zach Dale, his 2nd maximum of the innings. That was hard. That was clean. That was some great hitting. Oh, and he's gone again. A couple of bounces there, just over the rope. That's 4. Well, Dale really, really propelling the Burners innings forward here. Kumar's really economical figures, taking a bit of a hammering this over. Oh, that's even better than the last shot. Zach Dale, that is out of there. That is the biggest of the 3 that he's hit so far. Absolutely massive. To be fair, right in the slot for him too. Speeds that one up a little further. And just worked down behind square for a single. It's a huge over for the Burners now. Mohit Kumar started the over none for 11, finishes that over none for 28. And the Burners are 1 for 70 after 7. Crucially there for the Burners, I think Dale being able to get the single at the end of that over, that brings him back on strike again for the start of this one. So it looks like Rohit's back on again. His first over went for 11. He's really got to try and stem the flow of runs coming at the moment as Dale works that down. He'll only get the single there, bringing Witteveen back on strike. What can Rohit do here? Oh, and he's cleaned him up. That one, fantastic ball. I think it looked like he took a bit of pace off that. It kept very low. Witteveen's head just a little bit up and not hitting, not watching the ball all the way through. Unfortunately, he departs. The Burners have lost their second. Witteveen, a very, very handy 19 off 14 and a very, very good ball to remove him. That's taken, yeah, off stump. This brings Phil Myers to the crease. The half-centurion from the first game against the Superstars. He batted beautifully in that innings. Hailing from the Bow Desert and Ipswich leagues in LMS Australia. He'll be very eager to keep that run of form going. Phil's a very, very strong offside player. Drives and cuts as good as anyone we've seen in the Bow Desert and Ipswich leagues. But we saw in the first innings how well he can hit on the leg side when he gets onto them too. Oh, no, that one tailing down leg. It was a big appeal. The boys will sneak through for a leg bye. This has been a really, really good comeback from Rohit. Really, really helping his Pirates out here. Dale, he's lifted it into the gap, and that's 4. 4 more for Zach. He has raced to 31 off 10. He's doing a job here for the Brisbane Burners. Desperate to get that net run rate up after a very tough start against a very good Mumbai Superstars outfit in Game 1. That's a very good ball from Rohit. All Dale can do is drive that off, pick up the single. So at the end of the 8th, the Burners 2 for 77. 4 overs to go. And you would think that the talk that they're having there in the middle is probably about rotating the strike, getting Zach back on strike, hit through and get his 50, and then bring the Aussie LMS captain Sam Lang to the crease. I believe Sam will be coming in at number 5. It's a little bit uppish, but Dale's done a good job. Oh, and then a little misfield there turns it into a very easy 2. So Tavar Singh Shilpi, he has been pretty good so far. 1 for 13 off 1.1. That's left by Dale, and that's just a really good ball outside off. just inside the tram lines. That'll be a dot. So some good death bowling there from Shilpi. Yeah, just bowling into the pitch there and slowing it right down. Dale can only pick up the single and bring Myers back on strike. Oh, Myers has lost his bat entirely. So I don't know whether that's a reflection of the slightly muggy and wet conditions here in Delhi, or whether that's just nerves from Phil. He sweated through his gloves. Either way, a hilarious moment for everyone watching on at home. That's really nicely bowled by Shilpi. Just cramping Myers for space. Can only work it away for a quick single. It's been a really, really good over so far. That's the end of the over. So 2 for 81 after 9, 3 to go. That has pulled the run rate back significantly. Really, really good over there from Tavar Singh Shilpi. Phil there trying to work out the mystery of why his bat flew out of his hands. Thankfully, no fielder in the vicinity to be knocked out by that flying bat. As Rishabh Jain comes into the attack for the first time this afternoon. Just getting his run up sorted there. There's a lot of sawdust to work through. Left armour just slow into the pitch. That one's been called wide, so he will have to re-bowl that one. And of course in LMS, wides and no balls going to the batsman. So Phil picks up one there. That's a lot better from Rishabh. A legal ball, not getting a lot of bounce. Phil not able to get across to that one and make contact. So Rishabh. Oh, Phil Myers, that is going all the way. He has sent that miles. That's a big hit and a much needed maximum there for the Burners. That'll give them a huge lift. They're almost at the 90 mark. I think that's going to be called a wide. It is. So the second wide for the over. That's 3 runs that Myers picks up. So you can see with that unique little rule that LMS has, how quickly the batsman can accumulate runs off extras. That's a much better comeback ball from Rishabh. Myers has actually timed that really well, and they're going to pick up 3. Dale slipped, but they're able to get back. That's some fantastic running. Good hustle from the Brisbane Burners. And a really good effort from Phil, who doesn't really like to run a lot if he can avoid it. Loves to get his runs in boundaries, does Mr. Myers. Speaking of a batsman who likes to get his runs in boundaries, here's Zach Dale on strike. Lifts it. That is 6. Save your legs. Zach Dale has again caused some serious carnage. Just stepped into it. It went a mile in the air, but it had the distance as well. That's over the roof. And the Burners, with 2 overs to go, have just passed 100. The ball just taking a while to be located and sent back here. The Patna Pirates, they really need to do something special in these last 10 balls to keep that run rate from the Brisbane Burners down. They need to bowl very economically, probably pace off into the pitch, make it hard for the Brisbane Burners batsmen to get under it, lift it over the boundaries like they've been doing so well in these last 10 overs. Oh, that's sharp. It's gone past the keeper. I think that's going to go all the way to the fence. No, it's going to hold up. So they'll sneak through for 2 byes. Oh, and then another misfield. And they've snuck through for an overthrow there too. So that's 3 byes. That would be very frustrating for Patna. Harsh, I think, might just be struggling a little bit there at the top of his run. Still very, very wet out there, even with all the sawdust that's been laid down and the rolling. That's a good ball. Zach Dale can only work that down to long off for a single. Long on for a single, I should say. Bardwaj. Oh, just darting in at Miser's pads. He does get some bat on it. They'll only pick up the single. So he's doing a job here, Harsh Bardwaj. I think they'd be happy to let the guys take singles at this stage. It's those big, big sixes that Zach Dale's been blasting that they'll want to avoid. Dale. That's 4. No one there. Let's take a look at that quick replay. Doesn't look like anyone there at cow corner. Very comfortably smashed across for 4. So Zach Dale, he's only a boundary away from getting to his 50, so we may see Sam Lang at some stage in these last 6 balls. Oh, that's a brilliant ball. Speared in again, maybe just missing leg. He did ask the question, the umpire wasn't interested. Looks like he's actually got some bat on that one, so that's been given as runs. And Dale retains the strike for the final over on 47 off just 18 balls. Now, I don't have a huge board of stats in front of me to look at here, but I'd have to say that if Dale can get to his 50 in the next 1 or 2 balls, that could be one of the fastest 50s of the tournament. As Troy Herville for the final over. So he's one of the lads from South Africa that's come over to play for the Patna Pirates. Looks like he's coming through the gate, around the wicket, left arm. Hit away from Dale. He's picked the gap perfectly, and that's 50 for Zach Dale. 51 not out off 19 balls. Surely one of the fastest 50s of the tournament. He can raise his bat and walk off. He's done a job for the Burners here. put them in a great position for when they go out to bowl. Sam Lang, the Australian LMS captain, running out to the crease. 4 huge deliveries still for Lang to face. Can the Burners manufacture 116? Can they manufacture that into a 125, 130 even? Remembering that the last ball of the innings, if they hit a 6, it's a home run, it's 12. Herville, big full toss, Lang smacks hard, it's all the way, that's 6. Not a bad way to open your account there for the Aussie LMS captain. An absolute gift of a ball, to be honest. But you've still got to dispatch it, and Lang did. Herville will be very disappointed with himself there. This is where games can be won and lost in this final over. So much can happen, especially when the home run's in play. Lang just works a single to bring Myers on strike. Two balls to go for the Burners as this Delhi smog thickens. Myers doesn't quite get all of it. Gets it away for a single. So it'll be Lang on strike, it looks like, to try and work that final ball over the fence for that home run. Can he do it? Herville drying off that ball there. Very wet in these sticky conditions. Oh, that's a great finish from Herville. It's hard to get under those. Looks like the boys will pick up 2. And an overthrow. So 3 off that last ball. It's not a home run, but the Burners have done brilliantly. 127 off their 12 overs. A touch over 10 and over, and only losing 2 wickets in the process. Zach Dale reaching 50 off 19 balls. He'll be very happy, raising the bat. After his own team back in Australia, the Mile West, secured top spot in the Bow Desert League for the semis next week that he'll be flying back for. And the Patna Pirates, with a mountain ahead of them, certainly not impossible to chase down, but they'll have some added scoreboard pressure there if the Burners can get off to a solid start. I think that's my stint in the commentary box over as we head out to the field. I hope that didn't sound a little too one-sided as a Brisbane Burners player, but I'll be handing over shortly to Matt Turble, the manager for the Brisbane Burners. Let's see what happens in these next 12.
We're just going to run through some highlights of the innings. Mick Widdowman on strike here. Oh, why? That goes for 5 from memory. It's a nice way to get off the mark. We take that all the time. Harsh here, he's bowling with some definite wheels. He's pretty sharp. Mick slides one down to third man, and there's another boundary. Brisbane Burners, they put on a nice total here. On the back of some good hitting from Zach Dale. Roll it here to Mick. That's another boundary. Mick hitting into his favourite area. Got Big Clint back on strike here, the biggest human in our team. And he just mooses one through square as well, or through mid-wicket as well. There might be a bit of biased commentary here again, gentlemen. Oh, Mick comes down the pitch, but doesn't get to that one. Now we've got Clint on strike again. That's a beautiful cut shot. Goes all the way to the boundary for 4. Fielder probably there in a little bit from where he should be. Clint banging one straight down the pitch, and that's a boundary as well. The openers here doing the job, going at 8 and over. Just getting the team off to a really good start. Oh, up in the air. And I think here Mick goes for the steal and gets it. The guy on the boundary takes the catch, but forgets about the steal. Sackdale, first ball, bang, over square leg. See you later. Whack, boosters it. Zach's our 22 year and under player. Went out there with a license to thrill. And didn't he thrill? Missed out on that one though. Moose is one straight again. That's another 6. Nearly hits the guy with the camera. Woo! Had to take a bit of evasive action. And again, that one's into the training area, about 25 metres over the boundary. That was huge. Rajora, he copped a little bit here in the second over. Oh, got a wicket though. Mickey. Here's Big Phil, bristling after his 50 in the first match. Team keeps reminding him about his couple of drop catches though. Oh, just missing leg. Zach here smokes another one through square leg for 4. Another one into the trees. Oh, that's Phil over cover. That was a beautiful shot, using his feet after a couple of dots. Zach straight down the pitch again. Another one into the trees. Zach mooses the quick fella. Harsh puts him through mid-wicket. Another boundary into the team sponsor's sign too. Well done, Zach. Oh, off the bat there. And here's Zach's 50. What a shot. What a beautiful shot. Bang. Along the ground, down to the rope for 4. Out comes the skipper. First one over the rope. 600 strike rate. Bang. Give us a 4-1. Give us a gift to start. The Burners, 12 overs, 127. Strike an over rate of just over a run rate of just over 10 and over. Only half the job done though for the guys in black and teal. Boys are out there having a little bit of a laugh before they go out to the field. Now they just need to do the job in the next 30-35 minutes. So the Patna Pirates, they have work cut out for him, chasing 128 off 12 overs. Sets up an interesting afternoon when you shorten the runs, shorten the overs. Who's going to start with a new rock? Is it going to be Adam? Is it going to be Fads? I don't think the skipper even knows who's going to start with a new rock. Young Zach Dale, what an innings, 47 off 19. Was in the lineup to bat at 5 and the skipper said, Zach, can you go for ball 1? And that he did. Bang, 6. Looks like Rishabh is going to open for the Patna team. And yeah, a couple of messages coming back in here from Australia. Yes, there will be some non-biased commentary here, but unfortunately there may be a couple of cheers if the Burners take a wicket or two. It's a great little setup we got in here with cameras everywhere, replay screens. So we've got Rishabh and Pawan opening. And it looks like Fads is going to open innings with the ball. Fads finished yesterday with 2 wickets off his last 2 balls and did ask for 4 slips to start, but the skipper has certainly knocked that one on the head. Oh, the lights come on. 5:15 in the afternoon. It's pretty hazy out there. A little bit of smog. 2.5 hour rain delay. Boys are pretty happy just to be out there on the field. We didn't think we'd get out there a couple of hours ago. Ground staff have done a ripping job. Absolute cracker job. So what we've got here is we've got 12 overs, all from the same end. The other couple of pitches and the pitches around are just a little bit soft underfoot. Players have to be a little bit careful, but the players do want to get out there. Lights are on. Are you saying that there might be some rain starting now? Lights are on? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the lights are on. So the Patna Pirates. Here we have McFadden, Andrew McFadden from Cairns. Technically on a hat trick in his own mind. Oh, and he goes for a wide first ball and gives up an extra couple. Not a great start, especially when you're on a hattie. We did sort of predict that from Fads. So he's now changing to over the wicket. Skipper's just moving the field around a little bit. We've got a left-hander on strike. We've got Laksha and Rishabh. Fadden here, left arm over. A little bit of a way swing, hopefully. Oh, another wide. It's not a really good start. Just free runs there for the batters. Take your time, Fads. That's better. Straight out to the fielder there at deep point. That's young pup Zach Dale out there, still smiling after his 50. 51 off 19. Eight runs off the first couple of deliveries. Oh, another wide. Quite a few free runs here for the batting team. 12 of them, in fact. Just heading down leg side. Not sure the umpire can give that one out from that angle. Good start by the Patna Pirates. 13 off the over. 1 off the bat. Sure, the second ball, I don't think they ran 2 off the wides. Can you check? Go back to the over and check. I don't think they ran 2 off those wides. Thank you. So the captain's taken it upon himself. Oh no. Michael Witteveen here on strike. Sorry, with the ball in hand. Mick Witteveen. Bit of an issue here with the scoring. Patna's been given 4 additional runs that they probably shouldn't have. That's a great shot. That's a boundary. Just a little bit of a delay here while the umpire resets the scores. Just a slight delay while the umpire just gets the scores right. Apologies for the delay here, sorry. Just a little bit of an issue with the scoring. Just had to be resolved. Just got to make sure we get the scores right. We've been asked, what constitutes a game for viewers at home? 4 overs. 4 overs for the batting team constitutes a game, but there doesn't seem to be any rain. It's just the natural ambience of the Delhi sky in the afternoons. We've just dropped the score out for a little bit while the umpires are just getting through it. Captain's having a chat to the mates and the batters out there are having a chat. Just reflecting that the 12 over match here for both teams. Which just means that the team batting second has to face a minimum of 4 overs to constitute a game. Looks like we're back and we're right here. Patna are at 12 after the first over and a delivery. One into the outfield. Phil Myers out there in the outfield, picks it up, drops it. No, that's Big Clint. Start here from the Patna team. 16 off 7 deliveries. We're on target here. It's a great delivery there. Really well done by Mapstone in the outfield there, sliding. Just backing up Clint, who's come in off the rope. Just trying to put a bit of the squeeze on. Field changing virtually every delivery here with the left and the right. Adam Hunter going from third man to third man. Clocking up the Ks. It's a full bunger there to finish from Witteveen. $19 after the first 2 by Patna. 109 required off 50 deliveries. So nothing's really changed in the start. Phil Myers here, the difference coming on to bowl from the commentary end. Right arm over and the keeper's going to stand up at the stumps. Patna are going along nicely to start here. Lefty's hit a nice cover drive, Lakshya. One in the outfield, I think that's going to run away for a boundary. And yes, it does. It's a good start. It's a little bit short there by Phil. Just leans into it and punishes it through the leg side. Left and right combination is just causing a little bit of an issue here. So actually, sorry, that's Rishabh on strike. Punches a nice one into the covers. McFadden picks it up. They get back for a comfortable 2. Phil there stops an overthrow there with the throw in from the outfield. Set for an interesting match here. Slices it through cover, straight out to Dale. Does the smart thing and just underarms it back into the bowler. No chance of an overthrow that way. Sammy Lang changing the field again. There's almost a change every delivery. Oh, it's up, straight up in the air. Will they catch it? No, they will not. Oh, he tries it well. Good work, Clint. Oh, sliding around in the outfield. Big Clint hails from Cairns in North Queensland, so he's used to this weather. Bit of rain around. Looks like a kid in a candy store there having a bit of a slide. Sam there talking to his fielders. Bunted straight down to mid-off. McFadden comes around, does the smart thing. Pops it back in. Rishabh's looking very good here. 21 off 11. Very classy left-hander. Like a fellow countryman with the same name, who us Australians have grown to love, Rishabh Pant. A bit of a crowd favourite down in Oz. So Mick Witteveen here with the ball in hand. Coming to bowl his second over. And I think that's the end of the power play as well, so Sam has to have the 3 and the 3 now. No more power play. It's a very good shot. Very good shot. Smack straight into the boundary. Richard looking really good here. 25 off 12. Hit that one with some force. This time he goes straight to McFadden. Does well. Bit of a slippery ground here, but the players just want to get out there and play some cricket. That's what we're all here for. Ground staff and the umpires have done a really good job to get some cricket on this afternoon. Lights are on. Conditions aren't perfect for cricket, but the lads are out there enjoying it. That's a really good shot. I think it's only going to be a single though, because it looks like, yeah, that's Mapstone out there at deep cover point, sorry. It brings the form batter Richard back onto strike. Light's taking effect here now. Oh, he's wide. Oh no. Hit it nicely. Oh, Mapstone out there. Only a single. Sorry there, I lost the ball. Lights are taking effect out here in the middle now. Lights are quite strong. Langy just holding up and setting his field again. Changing his field. Lakshya back on strike. It's a very good shot. Boundary over mid-off. Really well struck there by Lakshya. Patna at the end of their 4 overs are 39 for no loss. Require 89 from 40 deliveries. This is game on. Patna didn't have the greatest start, a bit like the Burners. Patna were bowled out for 52 yesterday by Kathy Wada. They've bounced back strongly here today with the bat. They're 39 after 4 without a loss. Brings back to the crease Phil Myers. Burners could do with a wicket here. Richard would be the ideal wicket they'd like to take. So Myers has come around the wicket to the left-hander this time. Straight down the pitch. I think there's going to be another boundary. That's really well struck. Can't hit it much straighter than that. Richard's batting beautifully. 31 off 15. Setting his team up here. Ooh. Got a bit of bat on that by the sound of it. Mapstone's in quickly off the boundary. Wouldn't want to take on his arm even for a little bloke. Get it in. Equation's 84 off 38 balls. He's going to go down the wire. Myers back over the wicket to the right hander this time, drawing the ball. Burner sponsor coming up on the screen there, Bondor. Oh, that's a big bomb. That's 6 off the bat. That's probably into the hockey fields, I think. That is a big 6. Plants his back foot, lays into it, and over she goes. Just too short. In the slot. It's a very, very good shot. So Myers here, dry it off the ball. Lengths of the Burners team have just been a bit up and down. They just need to be a little bit, get their lengths right. Oh, it's gone straight up. Myers is under it. Will he take the catch off his own bowling? No, he doesn't. He's got the dropsies again. Oh, we want to have a replay of that, sir. Straight up. This is Myers' 3rd drop catch of the tournament. We'll have to call him Phil Vaseline on the hands Myers. The only thing is with that one, it's come off his own bowling and he gets a dot. Myers is normally very reliable under the ball, but he knows he's going to cop it at dinner tonight. Bunts one out to deep point and in comes Mapstone. by Laksha. So 50 off 4.4, 51 off 5 by the Patna Pirates. 77 required off 35, so it is definitely game on. Reduced overs, players, the batters can just have a bit of a slap and just throw a bit of a caution to the wind. We've got Adam Hunter here, our previous commentator. Bowls left arm over. Let's see if he learnt anything from his commentary stint. Well, that one stayed incredibly low. Good start. That's a dot. You'll take that every day of the week. Bunts it into the outfield, out to straight to Zach Dale. He's got a strong arm, so there's not two there. I wouldn't be taking on Zach. Good start here by Hunter. Bowler into the pitch. Harder to hit. But here comes the commentator's curse. Oh, very well played. Boundary. Boundary. Unlucky there by Widdoveen. Very well hit. Straight down the pitch. Probably should have been a single, but Widdoveen, the boundaries are up a little bit. Had to bring them up because of the wet weather. So earlier today that would have only been a single. Hunter here still doing well. But Rishabh, he's just moved along nicely to 36 off 17. It's a really good shot by Rishabh. McFadden, oh, well fielded. Rishabh's a classy left-hand batter. Just timing the ball nicely. Pirates are going along nicely. We're going to have a bit of a grandstand finish here. It's going to be a bit nervous in the commentary box here. Straight down to Mapstone. That's a really good over by Hunter there. Only goes for 7, including a misfield boundary. Really good start by Adam Hunter. Left arm tweakers are difficult to hit. After 6 overs, Patna Pirates are 58 for no loss. 70 required from 30. So really nothing's changed from the start of the innings. They still need around about 12 runs and over. Superstar with the bat now has a ball in hand, Zach Dale. One of the Burners' better bowlers yesterday. Has he got the golden touch here? Can he grab a much needed wicket for the team in teal? Sammy's still moving his field. Likes to always tinker with his field. Oh, straight down the pitch, Widdoveen? No, not quite. Didn't carry. It's a good start by Zach Dale. Just a single. Brings the form batter on straight, Rishabh. Oh, unlucky. Wide ball. Skipper's chasing it. He's probably not going to be happy to be chasing it. Giving away a simple 3. The extras do hurt. Moves Rishabh along to 40 off 19 deliveries. Yeah, real bold. Looks like he just took the pace off a little bit there, Zach. But Rishabh had to check his stroke. Made him wait for it a little bit. Some of the London Hustle guys are in the house, ready for the next game. It's a really good start here by Zach, other than that wide. He's 3 singles. It's what you want when you're trying to pull the run rate back a little bit. Well, that's a great shot. That's 6 off the bat. That's probably out on the road. That is time for a new ball. Takes Rishabh on to 47. 47 off 20. 47 off 21. That's a beautiful shot. Just all timing. Just waited on it. Popped it over the rope. Looks a very, very classy batter, Rishabh. Last ball of the over for Zach Dale. Bangs it into the pitch and restricts the single. It's a good finish there by Zach. Certainly knows how it is to hit a 6, and now knows how it feels to be on the other end. Just got some messages in from home telling that my commentary is so bad it's sending them to sleep. A couple of the boys had played back at home today in the 38-degree heat back in Brisbane. They're sitting up late. She's coming up to 10 o'clock back home, just after 10. Boys have got to work tomorrow. Adam Hunter, that's a great shot by Rishabh, and that'll take him to his retirement. 52 off 23. They'll bring a new batter on strike. That's a very classy shot. Rishabh, that's a great innings. Great innings. So it brings a new batter to the crease. Looks like our very big fast bowler who sent them down really quick. The boys were talking about how sharp he was. So Hunter here, bowling to Harsh. So Patna in a good spot here. 53 required off 24. This game could go either way. Well, floated up. Is he going to be caught first delivery? Yes, that's a great catch. Witteveen on the boundary. He'll have to teach Phil how to catch the ball because he's taken 3 very good catches and Phil has dropped 3. Hunter, he deserved that wicket. Good work by Mick Witteveen. Knowing the LMS rules, he gets that ball back straight back in really quick, looking for the double play. But Patna are aware to it this time. Much needed wicket there by the Burners boys. They did need that little bit of morale boost. Adam Hunter normally keeps, bowls a little bit of dinky off left arm orthodox, and he's just been right on the spot today. No free hits here. So new batter is Mohit Kumar. Well, straight up, as Witteveen under it again. Can he do it again? Yes. Yes, sorry. I am the owner of the Burners team, so I do have to clap. But Witteveen, you legend. 2 catches and 2 deliveries. As I said, I think Mick Witteveen, he needs to become the roommate of Phil Myers on this tour, and he needs to teach Phil Myers how to catch a ball. Phil Myers, normally ever reliable with ball in hand. Hunter's on a hat-trick here. He's got 2 for 11 off his 1.3 overs. More importantly, it's a couple of dots. It's a couple of balls that the Patna team don't actually get to score runs off. There was no steals in either of them, so there's a couple of dots. On a hat-trick, oh, it's a great shot. Back to Witteveen. He's got a strong arm too. We saw that yesterday afternoon where he threw one in from the boundary and stopped the 2. That's a really good over by Hunter there. 6 runs off it and 2 wickets. Oh no, 1 to come, sorry. There we go, overdone. Another single out to the outfield by Hunter. Laksha, seen a couple of partners come and go. It's 3 now. Laksha with 24. The Patna Pirates 2 for 77 after 8. They now require 51 from 20 deliveries as Mapstone comes on to bowl. Mapstone hails from ACT. He's in the Australian Army. He's a very competitive little bloke and he just wants to get involved in the game. Fielded like a terrier all day so far. That's a good start by Mapstone. Bowled it into the pitch. Outside edge. McFadden's out in the outfield. It's going to be run away for a boundary. Oh no, Zach Dale picks it up in the outfield. Another message from home. Just got to remind Phil that he doesn't take catches when Hayden Shepherd is bowling. The Shep just wanted me to drop that into the commentary. 48 from 18. And that's really well bowled by Mapstone. Bowled it into the pitch. Only a single. There's some strong arms from the outfield. You look at that, Mapstone. Saved an overthrow, but also probably saved himself. Sammy Lang doing the right thing, getting in to cover it up. So Mapstone in here to Laksha. Oh, great bowling. Looks like a slower ball there. Just slowed up off the turf. That's really well bowled. Mapstone with over 300 games to his credit. Not normally known for his bowling. He's ranked in the top 50 batters in Australia, but he's just come on here and used his experience and bowled beautifully. Slash. That's a boundary. That's a great shot. That's a great shot. Left-handers love that slash. So Tawa, as you see here, little bit of width, bit full, slaps it. Oh, beautiful shot through point. Memories there of Mike Hussey. It's a very good way to end the over. Patna, 86 for 2 after 9. They require 42 from 15 balls. Adam Hunter here to bowl his last over with a reduced format. 2 bowlers can bowl 3 overs and 3 bowlers can bowl 2 overs. So the pressure's really on. You don't really get time to get into your groove. You're just pretty much straight into it. Yeah, great start by Hunter there. A dot when they require 42 runs is gold, absolute gold. Was a chance for 2 there, but the keeper and skipper, he's put his body on the line this time. Metal hip and all. He's dropped and slid into that. Oh, flight by Hunter, straight down the pitch to Witteveen. It's only a single though. I'm getting some tips on me commentary still. Lance BJ Watling, back in Australia. The Kiwi that plays in Australia has told me that he believes that Adam Hunter's spell has turned the game. That's a 6. That's a great shot. Lakshya gets underneath that one and pumps it down, straight down the pitch. Just a little bit full, bit too much flight. Gets under it, slices it. That's a great shot. He'd be happy with that as a drive off the tee at the first. Even still, it's a good spell so far here by Hunter. 2 for 21 off his 2.4. Can he get 3? Can he get a photo for Mum? Dropped into the outfield. Will that be another? Well fielded by Zach Dale. 2 for 22. So Hunter ends up with a Richie Benno, 2 for 22 from his 3 overs. It's a very good spell from Adam Hunter. It's going at 7 runs and over when the Patna team need 11 and over. Patna require 33 runs off the last 2 overs here. So Phil Myers hasn't had much luck with his hands with the catching, but here he is to bowl the second last over. Oh, it goes first ball. That's a great shot. Lakshya gets under that. Goes for 6. 27 from 9. The pressure is on. I think Phil's just feeling a little bit of the pressure here, as we all are. Lakshya's batted beautifully through this innings, through his 40 off 23. He's just now started to pick up the run rate a little bit, going at around about 170 strike rate. Sammy Lang's moving the field around a bit more, making sure everybody's in the right spot. Oh, another 6. This could change the game. 21 required off 8. Lakshya goes to 46 off 24 with a full toss. It looked like a bit of a slower ball there from Phil that he just didn't get to land properly. Oh, Myers has been expensive. He's gone for 33 off his 12 deliveries so far. Patna require 21 from 8. This is still game on now. Another 6 to finish. 6, 6, 6. Disappointing, but that's a great innings by Lakshya. 52 from 25. And Phil just wants to find himself a rock to crawl under at the moment. It's not a very good feeling. What it does do, though, is it brings out a new batter. All the pressure now is on the new batter. That's a great shot. 6, 6, 6. Hit it so far that the ball did not come back. Umpires are thankfully got a big box of balls here, because we're going through a few at the moment. This game is on the line. 15 from 7. So we've got Shiloh Basson from Joburg here on strike with all the pressure. Oh, he does the team thing. He has a swipe first ball, and Phil picks up a consolation. Shiloh there doing the team thing, having a swipe, trying to get the win. Ball just didn't bounce, straight into middle stump. Just shows the difference of what it is when you're out there right at the start of the innings and you can bat through. A couple of retirements here from Patna. What it has done though is it has brought a couple of new guys to the crease. It's not easy to come out and just pop them over the rope first delivery. On this tour, Phil Myers is my roommate, so he will be reminded about his bang, bang, bang for sixes. So Myers here, 1 for 39 off his 2.4. As a new batter comes out to take some strike. It looks like another fellow South African joining the Patna team. Coming out here to face his first delivery. A lot of pressure on here. Who's going to bowl the last over for the Burners is my question. We've got Troy Herwill. Troy, another left-hander. Left-handers have looked so classy out here today. Oh, edges. Oh, Tawa. Tawa's said, no, we don't want the single. I'm going to take all the responsibility in the last over. Who is going to bowl it? It looks like Mapstone. Mapstone's taken it upon himself and said, Skipper, give me the ball. Love to see it. They do say cricket can be rocks or diamonds. Yesterday Phil's game was all diamonds. Unfortunately today's been a bit of rocks. Did well with the bat, 18 off 11. But we'll certainly have some fun with him after the game, reminding him of his efforts. So Mapstone here, he has 15 to defend off 5 deliveries. They could certainly do with another wicket here, the Burners. First one goes for 6. 9 required from 4. This has been a great game of LMS. Shortened format, down to 12 overs. You can't give that out. Learn the rules, Mapstone. Pitch way outside leg stump. Learn the rules, my friend. 9 off 3. So it's all on Tawa here. Tawa against Mapstone. Oh, he declines a single again. 9 off 2. Tawa knows that it can be 12 off the last ball. So Tawa is hoping and praying he can hit one of the next 2 balls for 6 again. Can Mapstone hold his nerve? This has been a great game. Oh, that's a beautiful shot over cover. That is 6 runs. 3 required. 2 to tie, 3 to win. Can we have a tie? Can we have a tie? 3 to tie, 2 to win. 2 to tie, 3 to win. 3 required from the last delivery. .125 off 11.4. Tawa has gone bang, bang. We have had 5 sixes in the last 10 deliveries. That hurts at the back end when you need a finisher bowler. It's all on Mapstone. Oh, it's boundary. They win. Patna win. It's unfortunate. Shattered. Shattered. Patna win by 5 wickets. Well, I'm going to hand over here. This game is over. Great win by Patna.
Very good, very good, very good.
You snatched the beat from the jaws of victory. One stage, and I looked before that.
नहीं भैया नहीं दीपक बोल चार नंबर लगा दिया बंदा
भाई वाइड मार दो सारे वाइड मार दो नंबर 3 डाल रहा हूँ मैं धर्म भाई का डाल रहा हूँ मैं